Located in Central Africa is the Democratic Republic of the Congo, formerly known as Zaire. The country is also known as Congo-Kinshasa, Democratic Republic of Congo, or simply DRC, in an attempt to differentiate it from the other Congo country. DR Congo has a 40-kilometer coastline on the Atlantic Ocean. It is the largest country by land area in sub-Saharan Africa, second largest country on the continent after Algeria, and the 11th largest country in the world, covering an area of about 2.345 million kilometers. With a population of around 105 million people, the Democratic Republic of the Congo is the most populous officially francophone country in the world, as well as the fourth most populous country in Africa after Nigeria, Ethiopia, and Egypt. DRC is also the 16th most populous country in the world as at 2020. The country's administrative, economic, and capital city is Kinshasa. In the 1870s, just before the onset of the scramble for Africa, European exploration of the Congo Basin was carried out, first led by Henry Morton Stanley under the sponsorship of Leopold II of Belgium. Leopold formally acquired rights to the Congo territory at the Berlin Conference in 1885 and declared the land his private property, naming it the Congo Free State. During the era of the Free States, his colonial military unit, the Force Publique, forced the local population to produce rubber. From 1885 to 1908, millions of Congolese died as a result of diseases and exploitation. In 1908, Leopold, despite his initial reluctance, ceded to Belgium the so-called Free State, which thus became known as the Belgian Congo. Congo achieved independence from Belgium on 30th June 1960 under the name Republic of the Congo. Congolese nationalist Patrice Lumumba was elected the first prime minister, while Joseph Kasavubu became the first president of the country. During the Congo crisis, Joseph Mobutu, who later renamed himself Mobutu Sese Seko, officially came into power through a coup d'etat and renamed the country Zaire in 1971. The country was run as a dictatorial one-party state with his popular movement of the revolution as the sole legal party. By the early 1990s, Mobutu's government began to show weaknesses. Destabilization in the east, resulting from the 1994 Rwandan genocide, led to a 1996 invasion led by Rwanda, which led to Mobutu's ouster in the First Congo War the following year. Laurent Kabila then became the new president, reverting the country's name to the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Tensions between President Kabila, the Rwandan, and Tutsi presence in the country led to the Second Congo War from 1998 to 2003. Ultimately, 9 African countries and 20 armed groups became involved in the war, which resulted in the deaths of 5.4 million people. The two wars devastated the country in no small measures. President Laurent Kabila was assassinated by one of his bodyguards on 16th January 2001 and was succeeded barely 10 days after by his son, Joseph Kabila. The country had her first peaceful transition of power since independence in 2018. Joseph Kabila was succeeded as president by Felix Tshisekedi, who has served as president since then. The economy of the Democratic Republic of the Congo has been on the decline since the mid-1980s, despite being home potentials in natural resources and mineral wealth. At independence in 1960, the formal economy of Congo was based almost entirely on the extraction of minerals, primarily copper and diamonds, though most of these economic activities were controlled by foreign companies. Lately, domestic agriculture has become one of the main sources of food and income for the majority of the population. Agriculture, animal husbandry, fishing, and forestry all together provide employment for more than half of the labor force and on an average account for more than 40% of the country's GDP. The culture of the Democratic Republic of the Congo reflects the diversity of its hundreds of ethnic groups and their different ways of life. Culture and music in Democratic Republic of Congo are interwoven. Music in the DRC has been influenced by the Cuban music style, the rumba, originally called kumba from Congo, and merengue, later transformed to the soukous, or genre of dance music from Congo-Kinshasa and Congo-Brazzaville, derived from Congolese rumba in the 1960s and gained popularity in the 1980s in France. The traditional ways of life of the average Congolese has undergone changes brought about by colonialism, the struggle for independence, stagnation of the Mobutu era, and most recently, the First and Second Congo Wars. Despite these pressures, the customs and cultures of the Congo have retained much of their individuality. From the mouth of the river Congo on the coast, upriver through the rainforest and savanna in its center, to the more densely populated mountains in the Far East, the people of the Democratic Republic of the Congo have one thing in common. They are resolute and firm in their quest for a greater country.